Hey there, Angel of Galaxite, back with more channeled messages. I do hope you're all doing well. Thank you as always for all my subscribes, the likes, the shares, the comments. Thank you. Blessings sent back to you all tenfold. Just want to say that, it is difficult when you first start out. I mean, I'm nearly, 5 months, maybe a little bit more into this journey, but there's a big sea of YouTube channels out there, so if anyone can help me with that, I'd be really blessed. Thank you. Okay, just making sure my camera's all right. Let's go. So just remember, Spirit works for us in mystical and mysterious ways. These messages may not go directly to the intended person. They may be talking about someone you know. Could be their love lost one or a situation around you or them. If I say male or female, remember I have both aspects of the divine, feminine and masculine, so please take that as it resonates. Right, and also the piggybacking rule. One soul may come through on one message, and then other souls, your loved ones, will come through with maybe a name, a date. It might be a little bit about that message that really makes sense, or the whole message makes sense but the names don't. Then this, is most likely for you. Right, okay. So my first soul coming through is talking about how he loved a good comedy. It's telling me on the other side of the veil, he's involved in theatrical productions. He says the comedies usually centre on predicaments and misadventures of the old earth life. Oh, that's interesting. He says the laughter is so much warmer hearted, sincere and full of joy than anything you would hear on the earth plane. He says, imagine them all laughing at everything that they took as deadly serious while they were here. And over there they're never shown anything like we have to watch, nothing horrible or distasteful. Yeah. It just wouldn't be shown or acted. It would be omitted, So you'd have no bloodshed or violence, because it's not really permitted over there. This is what he's telling us anyway. So I've got Charlie, and he's reaching out to let you know it was all right that you couldn't take it. He knew he mattered a great deal to you. But only to watch him leave was too much for you to bear. So there's a feeling that you may have stepped away physically before he left. This has really been on your mind a lot. It's telling me he's heard you and knows that you really wanted. No, he really wants you to stop torturing yourself. There's something about a present moment. It's almost like it was a now or never moment. Yeah. Forget it, he says. You can talk to me now. And know that I'm not angry or hate you. How could I be? You made a decision based on how you felt at the time. He's talking about some of the subject matter that you're watching or reading. He's not really helping you. He's saying dark and downright evil, some of it. Well, some people like that, I guess, but this is him talking about. It's like a feeling of, because you're already down, try to watch what you feed in your brain and how it brings in more positivity, put my teeth in, your way, okay? if you start to watch something that's more uplifting. That's why he liked his comedies, he enjoyed them, you know. There's nothing better than a good old belly laugh, is there? You know, a good giggle. It fills our soul. The names with this is Clifton, Mark, Enid, Glenn, Stefan, Frederick, Harvey, Julia, Mabel and Charlotte. Okay, I've also got Alice and Betty with this. Remember, the names could be people in the environment, people watching, could be people on the other side, your family members or the close people around you, or even the person who owns the shop on the corner. December comes to mind with this very strongly, in October, so wintertime may be, you know, relevant. I've got a number 67, 89, 92, 55, 36 and a 2 and a 12. So these could be door numbers, ages. Take them as they resonate, okay? Okay. Or even dates, you know. Okay, where are we going next? Thank you for that. Right, so I'm told that this next loved one had a pleasure for physical love. He's telling me that he'd been rejected on more than one occasion. That is until he met you. Our desire for each other was undeniable, passionate. He says you were like two magnets, like an invisible force that pulled you toward each other from the very first day. He's just wanting to express how lucky he was to be in a wonderful partnership, a capacity for powerful focused desire, erotic, but also very loving, sensual, a mutual relationship with equal flow of energy. Made me feel the luckiest man alive, I'm hearing. He's so proud of you as he sees you flourishing at work, leading others. He says you've established a strong position within the team. Due to your sharp decision making, you are a true all-rounder. A sexy true all-rounder, he's saying. Okay, get a room. He could have had issues with his feet, or you are having issues with your feet, or someone around you, because feet are very relevant. I'm feeling he would have been tall and devilishly handsome. Well, that's what I'm hearing. I see facial hair, and he would have had a very cheeky grin. And he would have smelled lovely, as I'm smelling a lovely aftershave here. Ooh. So he's pointing to his chest area. So there could have been some incident of laboured breathing, or he may have had asthma again, or someone around you. Oh, okay. So he's saying, tell her to count to 3. Not sure what that means though. Maybe you need to count to 3 before you lose your temper, or do something, or make a decision, I don't know. Okay, so I'm hearing you need to leave yesterday where it is, in the past, and face today. Very important. So yeah, like I was thinking earlier, you could have had an argument with someone, or it could be just losing this person. Something that's been left unresolved, but he just doesn't want you to let this hold you back, you know. He's sending so much love to you. It would have been a reference to I've given you a playful tap on the backside, or nipping your backside. Okay. Yeah. And he'd go in for a full old cuddle, this person, yeah. Anyway, there's so much love with this message. Wonderful. Now these names may or may not make sense, so don't rule yourself out if it's not here, but this is what I'm getting. Malcolm, Joe, Jeff, Howard, Carl, and Daryl with this particular message. Alright, thank you. Okay. Okay, so I've got a mother coming in here strongly. She wants to talk about having thousands of friends on social media. She's like, but she wants you to remember that when it really comes down to it, there's only 5 you would really want to spend real time with. She's so wishing that you get out more, spend more time, you know, face-to-face conversing with your real friends. So the 5 she's referring to are go-tos friends, yeah? But remember, they each have this trait that you can lean on. So for instance, maybe one for heartache, one for fun, one for confidence boost, or sound advice, or just a really lovely hug when you need it. She's wants to help you find a way to dissolve stressful states of mind, because you are stressed out. Firstly, let go of how she passed. Yes, she knows it's a stressful memory, but this reliving it over and over is creepy. It's creeping in and suffocating you. I didn't mean to say creeping in. She's saying sometimes so much. Oh God, you sometimes so much. I don't know what you. Okay, basically what's happening is it's impossible sometimes for you to find the right words you need to kind of release this and move on. She wants you to eradicate the sense of there being something missing, and I know that sounds bad, but she says this will free you up for play and excitement, and that is what's needed, darling. So much more excitement and play. She wants you to remember that our bodies may grow up, but there is always time to play, you know, with our inner child. So make the day fun. You know, go out and dance, join a class, laugh and create the most magical days as you become aware of me pointing you in the right direction. So look out for things that are just sort of put before you. You know, you might be walking down the street and there's a poster or something, or a bus go by with a film that would really cheer you up, or you know what I'm trying to say, yeah. And that'll be her a lot of the time. She wants you to know she's not gone. When I'm around, you will feel like a cobweb type of feeling on your face. You know, like when you walk into a cobweb and you're, ooh, yeah, it'll be a bit similar to that. You may want to scratch it, she's saying. She's saying that everyone loved your mum. Maybe she held coffee mornings, because I'm seeing coffee cups or teacups and biscuits and stuff, you know. And she's telling me that there's either a drawing or a painting, because she's showing me that as well. And then maybe there was okay, so there's a photo that was somebody drew, if you know what I mean. That's what she's trying to say. Yeah. So she's taken from a photo. I got you. Oh, sorry. The names with this is Susan, Taylor, Gloria, Jane, Aisha, Caroline, Helen, Joyce, and we've got India with this. Okay, thank you. So my angel number today is 223. A healing miracle is imminent, engendered by faith, and your clear connection to one or more ascendant masters who have heard and answered your prayers. The healing words for the angels are 246. We orbit around you much, like you see the stars in the sky, hovering around nearby planets. Alright. Okay. Alright, so we have a little dog. Right here. Lovely. Cute. Would have been probably around about 12 to 13. I could be out by a year or so. A Jack Russell Terrier, I'm thinking, yeah. A cheeky one. Oh, I'm sorry. Something to do with blood clotting. Seen a red collar on this dog and a squeaky ball. So there's lots of barking in excitement about chasing a ball. And this is how this little soul wants to be remembered. January or December may be relevant with this. And I'm hearing Maggie. Okay, thank you for that. So just remember that during this grieving process, you may find that you just do not think you can take it anymore. Every reaction and situation seem to be magnified, and nothing is like it used to be. You are ultra-sensitive and completely on guard against anyone who comes into your space and makes an attempt to alter it. Just know that this is normal. You need a sense of comfort and some familiarity. Indulge in activities you love, and that will bring a sense of control back into your life. Now, I don't know who needed to hear that, but okay. Alright, so the song today is Stop Loving Me, Stop Loving You. I believe this is by Daryl Hall. So I'm working with the lyrics, remember. This is a loved one coming through. Or a few, you never know. So this lady knows that you have never stopped loving her. And she, you, and she wants you to remember that. When she crossed, for you it felt like the blue skies started to gather clouds. She watched you closing down. One day it seemed right, then tomorrow she was gone. Oh yeah, the love light burned down too far, to none. So hard to comprehend how you would ever stop missing her presence. Now, so out of touch, so far away. There's a recognition that you have wondered, why do the grey skies still keep coming on? Any way the wind blows, it feels a little colder now. A faded memory was in this life. We had the perfect day. Lately all the laughter seems so far away. Blue skies are hiding now, leaving my life lost in doubt. There are seasons high and low. Does it matter? There you go. You know what? She's stressing that blue skies will be present again, and no more will your life be lost in doubt. There will be a time that you will come to terms with her crossing. She wants you to hang on to the happiness and keep in mind the unconditional love we have for each other. Only now she's gone, she wants a promise that you will live a full life for you both. She's sending you mental, internal, physical strength. She's making you aware that she's present during times of darkness and lights the way to lift you up during those blue days. When did she stop loving you? Never. When did you stop loving her? Never ever, as this is eternal love transcending time and space and circumstances. A love so strong that it is there, even after death. The initials I've got with this are L and G, B and P, G and L, S and T, H and I, W and Y, Z and J, H and S, C and B, E and D, K and T, wow, A and T. I've got the name Claire, Anna, and Daryl, Sarah, Gaynor. They're very coming in strong. September and March could be very relevant with this. Remember, birthdays, anniversaries, or crossing. Star signs of Aries and Leo, so that would be fire signs. Maybe relevant characteristics, traits, if not the actual day or the actual date, you know. Oh, and I've also got Leo, so yeah, another fire sign, right? Alright, so numbers I've got with this are 45, 38, 4, 22, 89, 66 and 78. Alright. Okay. Alright, so just a very quick little poem here. God saw he was getting tired and a cure was not to be, so he put his arms around him and whispered, "Come with me." With tearful eyes we watched him suffer and slowly fade away. Although we loved him dearly, we could not make him stay. A golden heart stopped beating, playful paws were put to rest. God broke our hearts to prove to us he only takes the best. So that's for somebody who has lost a dog recently. Or a pet, you know, it could be a cat as well, couldn't it? Alright, I don't know who that's by, but I thought that was lovely, so, okay. Right, I think we've got about 7 minutes or so for the cards, so we'll see how far we get. Alright, so first up is 5 of Cups. A little bit of heartbreak and loss with that card, as always. And also, obviously, the pictures show that there are, it's a graveyard there. So obviously on this channel this is talking about somebody who has lost somebody. Now it's general, so it could be a parent, it could be a partner, it could be a friend, and it could be a child. You know, it's different for everybody. Oh dear. So I think the message with this is when we truly believe in an outcome, a possibility or a chance at success, our hearts become full, and our intent defines our well-being, you know. And I don't know, when you've lost somebody and you're feeling in that way, you know, it just doesn't feel that our dreams are in, you know, are near, if you like, you know. It just feels like you're all in this grief, you're all in this loss. You know, you're engulfed in all these, what we could term as negative feelings. But I think with negative feelings, you know, there's always positive that comes out of that. So for whoever I'm talking to, this could be multiple people, I'm so very, very sorry about your loss. I do feel in particular that there is a young man, a teen, who's coming up close behind me, and I'm going bone chillingly cold, and just wants to tell his mother, I am okay. You will know if you're watching this, okay, because you'll have been led to this. It's kind of like a void. I feel like you may be in some type of void, or you were in the past, you know. You lost hope, I think, you know. Oh wow, yeah. Feels like destruction, feels like home with this card, you know. Maybe at times you've been denying the truth, you know, didn't want to really feel that this person had gone, whomever that was. As I say, it's general. And maybe you've kind of been in that. There was some kind of weird safety to that, you know. But just remember, silence is truly golden, and that person has risen up. And I can feel this person behind me, very happy now, okay? So don't worry about that. There's no false hope here, you know. Yeah. I would have thought this... okay, let me just see what else we've got with this, yeah. Oh wow, 6 of Cups. Ooh, 5 and 6, wow, okay. So when we think about this, this is all about going back in the past sometimes, isn't it? Which makes perfect sense, because if you've lost somebody, it doesn't always have to be that, you know, it could be different for other people, but if you've lost somebody, you know, we do tend to go back, and there's memories, isn't there? You know, maybe this young man here is of a certain age, and these look younger children, so maybe this is representative of you, and maybe this young man has a sister as well. That could go either way. Yeah, it's just such a, yeah, I don't know, he wants to come in with a lot of support for you, you know. And he said, you know, it's okay being nostalgic, but is it really holding you now? You know, does it really validate you now? That's what you've got to ask yourself. Because sometimes we can just get lost in that to bridge this gap. Yeah. I don't know, there's something about the truth. You're not quite there yet, maybe. Learn from the future as much as you learn from the past is the question, you know, the meaning of this card. So what is it that your loved one is wanting you to remember and to learn that will help you move forward in this situation, you know? You know, the 5 of Cups can always ask you about, you know, to grieve death, you know, and burn bridges, whether it's something else for somebody else. But you've got to understand the importance of owning your truth and the healing that really needs to take place, and your loved one really wants you to do that. Yeah, such a, I don't know, there's something about defining your sense of home with this card as well. I think it was that. Are you unscathed and flexible enough to support your present needs right now? This is something that you really need to start asking yourself. You know, your emotions are still very raw at times. Other times you seem okay, and this is your loved ones coming in now to help you shift all that out of the way, you know. 8 of Wands, wonderful. When we get the 8 of Wands, we're thinking about, oh dearie me, sorry. Yeah, it's like, I think you're going to take really wonderful leaps forward. You know, after you've taken this help, just say to him, I am going to take this up. It could be a female as well. I'm going to take this. I'm going to leap forward. Think of yourself as a trailblazer, you know. I know that you feel like you've sacrificed an awful lot through this, and who wouldn't, but you've just got to keep on shining, you know. Yeah, there's so much love coming from here. And he sees you by the graveside, or if it's not a graveside, thinking about him, maybe when you walk past the hospital, for instance, or whichever way that this young man died. There is something about that. Or maybe you're sitting in his bedroom and looking through all the things that belong to him. Well, he's there if you are. That's all I want to say. Now, I do feel that there's a grandfather on the other side, and he's very, very proud of you, okay? Because it has been difficult, and it's still difficult, like I said. But there's also, like this with this reunion card and the past here, there's a sense of not blaming yourself, you know. Don't blame yourself for feeling this way, you know, feeling useless because you don't feel like you want to take a step forward, or you want to forget. Look, you know, it's not about forgetting your loved one. It's about moving on and living, you know, and that's what you want. Look at how this guy's just skipping away there, you know. So let me just check my count. It's skipping away, and he's off, you know. And look, truth as well. He's got a bag of truth.